talking about? What's good with the people, man? How is y'all doing on this favoritism Friday, man? He's like, bro, what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get into it. Hold on, man. I'm way off. You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? Oh, it's your partner, baby. Now, how is you doing, man? You know what I'm talking about? On this favoritism Friday, man. I gonna say, bro, you still up under the weather a little bit, man. I'm getting back though. Don't worry about nothing. I'm getting back. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm getting back, man. It's almost gone, man. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get into a favoritism Friday. It is. You know what I'm talking about? But before we do that, was good people like hee hee ha ha wise, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ken and the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken and the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in storage now, man. You gonna get you one off of 76 MacArthur. You know what I'm talking about? Giants Liquor is where I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man? 82nd Hillside. You know what I'm talking about? Barbershop, man. They say somebody put them in their storage in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now, you know, because I tell you every morning, but just in case you forgot, you come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about? Man, y'all go get that. Y'all go order them books, man. Stick up. You know what I'm talking about? Also, Funko Die trying them stores now. Make sure you go to Amazon, copy your hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Stick Up 2 coming soon. You know what I'm talking about? Funkadog trying to come real soon. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's that? Swing that finger here, man. You talking about this one right here, man. That's the one, bro. Go on and get it again. Go on and get him rotated. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide Incorporated, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, what does that mean, bro? And I'm gonna continuously tell you it means everybody, man. Indugu, Fresh, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about, man? Tata the player. That's who comes next, man. Same thing, bro. All my folks on the bottom of that thing, all my folks on the top of that thing. Keep that head up, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? But before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? Mama says, and Mama always says, boy, brush them whiskers when you're on TV. Even if they got a hole in them. Now normally I would say Coffee Chronicles, but since I'm trying to get back, you know what I'm talking about? Tea time. You know what I'm talking about? Tea time. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to get back, man, so I can go hold up my daily obligation. You know what I'm talking about? Really, bro, need about another, you know what I'm talking about? Another week, you know what I'm talking about? But, man, I'm going to get through it. It's coming along, y'all. Mama say I'll never blow your nose on camera. Sorry, Mama. You want to talk about top of the world, Mama. Top of the world. And where was I at? Oh, yeah, the disclaimer. You know, good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug users. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, man? Good brother like myself. Man, don't take a sip of the sippers. I almost forgot about that part. No, don't take a sip of the sippers. Good brother like myself. I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. Nah, man. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like me, man. I don't promote domestic violence. Nah, man. Keep your hands off the people. People, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity. Nah, man. You know what I'm talking about? No. No. Me. Me, I don't promote shit. They was talking to me, man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? Me, all I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much time we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about, man? I ain't prejudiced. No, man. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the little people. Nah, man. Nah. Me, man, I ain't got no problems with nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, fuck with your partner. I check it out, man. You know what I'm talking about? Come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, how y'all do it, man? Y'all see bro up here with the tea timing. Trying to get back, you know what I'm talking about? Trying to get back, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who ain't finna fight but still looking for a one-on-one. You know? Let me at them. I'll see you, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? Let me at them. No, favoritism, man. I think I done spoke on this before, man. You know what I'm talking about? Might have not, might have, you know what I'm talking about? But favoritism, man, as long as you've been living, y'all, and as long as you're going to live, you just going to see it. Whether you at work, the family, wherever you at, you're going to see the famous, or favoritism, famous favoritism. That's what it is. Famous favoritism, and that's what it is, you know what I'm talking about? As long as you living, you're going to see it, folks. And depending on how you look at it, it's depending on how you gonna view it and how you gonna let it bother you or not. You know what I'm talking about? You either gonna let that shit bother you or you gonna let it expire you. But like, because a lot of time we just be paying attention to, we be paying too much attention to a motherfucking game. You know what I'm talking about? We just be, so we'll make something bigger than what it really is. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of time it just be somebody plug. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody just, you know what I'm talking about? Got their game together. You know what I'm talking about? But famous favoritism, it go just like that. Firepower. Firepower. How you say it, bro? Stop, bro. Yeah, bro, up under a little bit up under there, man. Trying to get to it, though. You get what I'm saying? But famous favoritism, man. I know somebody still talking about, bro, what the fuck you talking about? Basically, the person that everybody likes is always going to be able to get away with it. And the person that nobody likes is always going to get crucified for it. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just the way shit is. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way it's always been. And famous favoritism, that shit been going on just forever, man. That shit was going on in Emor's car. Man, rest in peace, Jamal. Who else remember Jamal, man? Used to have the maximum black Jamal. I remember Black Jamal was the king of Emor's Cox, right? This is how far that favoritism, that famous, that whatever the fuck I see, you know what I'm talking about? This is how I had to do. Now, y'all remember Black Ma? He had all them family from the 90s and shit. He had one of the famous families, you know what I'm talking about, what the whole school knew it. You know what I'm talking about? Even the security guards, man. Man, I don't know what happened. Rest in peace, Black Ma. I don't know what happened, man, but me and that nigga got into it. And we got to do, you know what I'm talking about? We rumbling with each other. The security guard was finna hold me, bro, and let that nigga work me over like they was the tag team champions, right? Just listen to this, y'all. A grown man was finna hold a little kid. Because of who the other person was. It's a good thing, you know what I'm talking about? They was finna put their tag team plan together. My mama pulled up, you feel me? And she yelled out, "Let him go." You know what I'm talking about? Let him go. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what she yelled out. You know what I'm talking about? But he was finna hold me. That's how that famous favoritism worked. You know what I'm talking about? For real. Cause bro, you know what I'm talking about? That shit we worked in grade school, man. You know what I'm talking about? They was finna do a number on the baby cuz. A grown man and a kid. They was finna work baby cuz over. Oh no, man, you know what I'm talking about? I told y'all my life been like the Clash of the Titans. I'd just be something and the guys would just put something there for me. You know what I'm talking about, to utilize at that time. But it's something like that, man. You feel me? So just be prepared for you walking this earth that it's just gonna be like, it's just gonna be like that, folks. And it ain't really nothing you could do. The only thing you could do about it really is be the motherfucker that everybody like. You know what I'm talking about? You might be able to get away with something there. You know what I'm talking about? But if don't nobody like you, no, you're gonna get crucified, folks. Yeah, you're gonna get crucified about anything. You know what I'm talking about? It could be you and the famous person. You know what I'm talking about? The people that everybody like and you, and y'all could do the exact same thing. Somehow they gonna get up out of it, and somehow you gonna get crucified for it. It's just not gonna work like that. You get what I'm saying? And I'm here just to tell you that it's gonna happen. It ain't nothing you could do about it. So I would just, I don't know, I ain't got no advice for you, but I would share something. Nah, I just wouldn't let that shit be no factor in my life one way or the other. You get what I'm saying? Fuck it. Sometimes we be looking at shit, like I said, we be just saying, well, motherfucker just got a jug. You feel me? Motherfuckers just get jugs. You know how you'll be looking, talking about, it's just like if your parents own the cleaners or something and you didn't have no job. Do you think somebody who just put an application in gonna get a job before you? You know what I'm talking about? Depending on what type of relationship you have with your parents. You know what I'm talking about? But sometimes it just be a jug. You know what I'm talking about? And once again, I wouldn't put too much thought into it one way or the other. But hopefully you got enough common sense to decipher when it's really some famous favoritism or or just somebody jug. You get what I'm saying? They gonna say, bro, what the fuck is you said? No, I just said all that because I seen something where I don't really think it was famous favoritism. You get what I'm saying? I just think that was a motherfucker jug. You know what I'm talking about? But it caused another motherfucker to bring it to the forefront. You get what I'm saying? And then shit, basically in the end, the motherfucker just ended up speaking over a nigga jug. You know what I'm talking about? So you don't really want to do that either. You know what I'm talking about? Even though we got a problem with that shit now, we'll come speak over a nigga jug quick as a motherfucker. I don't know how I be having all the tissue in the world and then I have none. So famous favoritism, it go like that, y'all. As you can see, bruh, it's just not feeling that good. But fuck it. I told you I'd rather wake up not feeling good than not wake up. So I'm gonna be all right. But on some real shit, just as you walk this earth, bruh, just know that there's gonna be famous favoritism. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what age group y'all is, but it's just like the motherfucker. Remember motherfuckers who like you might have had a big family or something. You know what I'm talking about? You might be one of them motherfuckers. That's woo woo's kid. And, you know, motherfuckers used to live off everybody's reputation but they own. You get what I'm saying? But it used to seem like the motherfucker. I remember how motherfucker always talking about, I'm gonna go get my brother, I'm gonna go get my cousin, woo. Then he been and created That nigga been created a cold legend off not doing nothing. That nigga been created a cold legend off just who he could go get. You know what I'm talking about? And it be well, not everybody, but what used to be fucked up was them type of motherfuckers right there was always starting the most shit. They was, you know what I'm talking about? They'd just come up and do shit to you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and then if you did something back, right, they talking about who they gonna go get. Man, listen. By the time you go get that, whatever you tell that nigga, you gonna tell him with a knot on your head. So they might be mad when they come back looking for you. You know what I'm talking about? They go get somebody, nigga. Whoever you go get, when you telling the story, you know what I'm talking about? You gonna have a knot on your head. But his favoritism go like that, bro. It go just like that. But as long as you motherfucking living, it's out here. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't really nothing you could do about it. You could be the person that everybody like, you know what I'm talking about? Or you could have an inside job. Other than that, that shit just gonna be a part of Earth. And once again, you can't put too much thought into it. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes that's just the way shit be. You know what I'm talking about? So when you see that shit, and know this, bro, know how to decipher that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And that's very important that you know how to decipher that shit so you won't be speaking over nobody else's game. You get what I'm saying? Because a nigga just might have a plug. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of plug, bro. And by you speaking on some shit thinking a nigga is getting favoritism, you get what I'm saying? You been exposed and just fucked up everything that was going on. You feel me? Bro, don't feel good. But in this day, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. Because in this day and age, it's just getting the way that it's getting, y'all. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing you can really do about it. You can just see the shit for what it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? And wiggle through it. That's all you can really do. So it don't really, the shit just gonna be the way it is, bruh. My whole point is, it's always gonna be that way. Decipher which way it is so you know which way to go, you know what I'm talking about? Or just decipher that shit, period, bruh. But what I think what we have a problem with doing these days, maybe even me, is voicing our opinion. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that you don't have the right to voice your opinion. I'm just saying a lot of times on the shit we be voicing our opinion about has nothing to do with shit. Like us voicing our opinion is not gonna help the situation. And I kind of think they got us the powers that be. They like when we talking more. Actually, you know what I'm talking about? Because just voicing your opinion and all that is like you venting. You get what I'm saying? So there is no more action required. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody protesting on the internet. You get what I'm saying? Just hurling out whatever they however they feel. You get what I'm saying? So it really is no more actions. It's just a bunch of what I would do, and if I see you, it's a bunch of that shit. You get what I'm saying? It really don't be no more actions. But they y'all know they got us talking too much. But fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, don't feel good. Never. Nephew, sis. Old man. Old lady. But yeah, man, famous favoritism. They don't say, bro, you up here. Jibber and jabber. No, man. Just basically on anything, man. Like I say, bro, don't be passing out advice. I just be telling you what I went through. But one thing I learned on Earth is just, man, it really don't pay to talk about that shit. It don't. Or complain or vent. You gotta understand shit, figure out how to decipher that shit. Then you gotta add that shit onto your life to know how to move accordingly. God let you see shit for a reason. You get what I'm saying? You just gotta use that shit like everything you see and do, bro. You just gotta come up. You gotta use all that shit to come up with your own strategy, folks. I'm talking about in life. You just gotta use that shit to come up with your own strategy, bro. You can't really sit there, especially now, man. All right, once again, I tell y'all, man, I ain't one of these old stop the violence ass niggas. Yeah, I believe we need to come together. You know what I'm talking about? Even if everybody don't like each other, I think we need to come together because that's the only way. Like we strong, we just stronger because you know what I'm talking about. We act a fool. You know what I'm talking about? It's just more of us. You know what I'm talking about? We just, you know how we is. So we need to like utilize that on some unity shit. But other than that, man, ain't one of these. Uh, we need to stop, but you know what I'm talking about? I understand life, bro. I just understand it. You feel me? I understand how shit is, bro. Everybody feel different. Bro don't feel good. Nephew says, old man, old lady, all talking about bro don't feel good at all. But what I was for the same, man. Just in life, folks, it's gonna be that shit, famous favoritism. You gotta decipher that shit yourself and move accordingly, bruh. Like I said, God let you see shit for a reason. You have to take all that shit, bruh, and add it to whatever your arsenal and then move accordingly. You know what I'm talking about? Because what they got us doing now, or we got ourselves doing now, bruh, is just pointing everything out, talking about everything. Everything is a conversation. So it just puts a bunch of niggas in hypothetical spaces. Because you could do that shit all day. You know what I'm talking about? What if I had wings and I could fly? You know what I'm talking about? And we'll just start a conversation. You know what I'm talking about? Any kind of conversation. Because you could just do now. But just actions. You get what I'm saying, bruh? That's the only thing that's ever going to, you know what I'm talking about? It's ever going to really matter. Not really what you say, is what you do. That's why it's easier to say shit than do shit. It just is. But that shit gonna happen throughout Earth. And some days you might be on the good side of that shit. To where you got a jug or you got that love. Some days you might be on the other side of that shit. Whichever one it is, bruh. It's gonna be whichever one it is. But listen, man. If you one of the motherfuckers on the other side of that shit, nigga, just keep pushing. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck these people. Just keep pushing, bruh. You get what I'm saying? Just keep pushing. And remember, only you could prevent forest fires. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing. Just show a little bit of love.